What's up, guys? We are back again with our reefing update and what I have going on in my tank. I've done a couple things about products. Now we're going to talk about what's in my tank since it's been a little while. We've got some new items in here, some new livestock, new corals. We have a clam. I don't know if you guys can see that, but we've got quite a few things going on, so we're going to talk about it. So the first thing we have going on is I have a giant Duncan colony going. I bought this locally off of somebody and it was like a pretty good deal. I think I paid $100 and it was way smaller when I first got it, and now it's starting to blow up and grow super large, so that's really cool. One of the more recent additions is I got from Tropicorium in Romulus, Michigan. I got a Maxima clam. My tank is pretty established for, I know it's a newer tank, but it does have a lot of established rock and bacteria and media, so it is relatively established and it's gone through a lot of the ugly phases. So yeah, we've got this nice Maxima clam in here, which is super nice. And we also have a lot of acros up top. I'll go through all the acros starting on the right. We have a Kermit the Frog acro, which is pretty nice. We have a green Slimer acro, which is also pretty nice. I got those locally as well from the same person. I also got my purple Stylo acropora in the center. That was locally as well. And from the same person, I got a Montipora Digiforest Fire acropora standing there. So that's super nice. So all that acro came from the same person. Super cool, local guy. Picked him up not that long ago. Another thing I've got in here is a decent sized Montipora plate growing. That I actually got from Petco, which is pretty nice. I paid $15 for it. It was in really good shape. They have a really nice frag tank at the local Petco that I have, so we went there and I picked it up. 15 bucks. I was like, you can't beat it. It's a good size, and it looked like it was in very good shape. And I was surprised at how well they kept all their tanks, and they had a frag tank, so that's cool. Moving on, I have a mushroom coral over here that I picked up at my local store, which is Aquaculture down the street from me. That was pretty cool. I got that from them, and then back in here I also got, what you probably can't see, is a green carpet anemone, or I'm sorry, a green rock flower anemone. So the green rock flower anemone I got, which was pretty cool, also from Aquaculture. So that's a nice coral and a nice anemone that I got from them. I have a diamond white goby in here for sand sifting, which I'm not sure if I talked about that prior, but I do have that in here now. I have a full cleanup crew, which I got from Reef Cleaners online. I ordered their large cleanup crew specific to my gallons of tank. I also have a nice lawnmower blenny. I went through a little bit of a green hair algae outbreak. Little of my nutrients were getting out of whack, so I got a blenny. I did some removal. I added a UV sterilizer. I dosed copepods, as you saw prior. I've been dosing phytoplankton, and I've gone from a full tank of green hair algae to absolutely nothing, so that's super cool. And now I just supplement feed the blenny, nori seaweed and some algae wafers and stuff like that. And occasionally he'll eat some mysis, but overall he's a pretty good fish and he's got a lot of character, so that's cool. And if you have an algae problem and you have any questions, reach out over in the comments. I can tell you exactly how I got rid of all this algae, as the tank was covered in green hair algae. And yeah, I can tell you how I got rid of all that in just a couple days. And yeah, back on the wall, another thing I got from Aquaculture up the street is a green GSP. So yeah, my green star pullet back there, I glued it to the wall and it's been floating around and looking pretty nice back there. So we're hoping it spreads over the entire tank back wall, which would be really cool. And yeah, I've got two peppermint shrimp in here that I got from another local store. Those guys came from Aquarium World on Alexis Road in Toledo, Ohio. And yeah, I've got a couple other new hermit crabs and clams, or hermit crabs and snails. But overall, that is everything in my tank. And I still have my two clownfish. They're still thriving. And yeah, I'm thinking about getting some new livestock. This is a 50-gallon tank. I am considering maybe getting a small yellow tang, and then when it gets a little larger, trading it off to a friend with like a larger 180-gallon tank. So there is that. Also considering possibly getting a race or a RAS or maybe some chromis or anything like that. So if there's anything you'd like to see me add to the tank, please reach out, let me know as I'm taking suggestions. It's been a blast so far. I've definitely had my ups and downs, as I had green hair algae problem. I had a little red bubble algae problem, which I took care of. And yeah, if you have any questions about removing algae and cleaning up your tank, reach out and let me know. Thanks guys, have a great day.